What's up guys, it's Zoom here, and on today's video, I'm bringing you guys a budget True King Dino deck profile. A lot of you guys have been asking for this, and here it is. I'm giving you guys a deck profile, and we're going to do a few test hands to see exactly what we draw and what we can do with those hands. Now this is post March 2021 ban list, so this build does not include VFD, but we still were able to make a decent budget deck list with the cards we were able to use. Now, this deck isn't going to be nearly as consistent as an Animadorn build, but you're definitely going to be able to get some wins and do pretty good with it. So, without further ado, let's get into the deck profile. Alright guys, so here's the deck. I built this deck purely on budget. Unfortunately, we couldn't fit extravagance or anything like that in here just because we're playing a budget variant, unfortunately. But if you do have extravagances, I would definitely replace Mystic Mine with extravagance or any other high tier card you have to play. If you have one Animadorn you own, then this entire build changes completely. So I wouldn't even try and put that in because your whole build just changes. You wouldn't be playing True Kings anymore. We just go ahead and go into the deck profile. So we play triple Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. You want to play 3 because you don't want to waste your Solding Overraptor Search. You always want to open this card because your Solding Overraptor Search can search for like another normal summon baby or something like that. So that's why you play 3, because you always want to open this card. This isn't like the Animadorn build where you don't want to open this card. Then we play 1 Titano. This is just because we can still make the rank 9 play, and we can still go into a negate, which we'll get into that a little later. We play 1 Pankratops. This is just a free interruption. You always want to play Pankratops. We have a Dogaran because this is a searchable out to Dragoon. You have to play this card if you're playing this version of the deck. And then we play, for more dinos, we play triple Solding Oviraptor and triple Miscellaneousaurus. We have to play 3s of each, just because that's a staple. And then what's a little bit different here is triple Babysaurus and then 2 Petite. The reason we play so many of the babies is because we play the True King build. We always want something to pop in our hand with the True Kings. And then we play 1 Alio. That's because we do make synchro plays in this build. Because you're playing a budget variant, you have to play the synchros. And then for True Kings, we play 1 Earth True King, and we play triple Vanisher or Fire True King. This is the perfect ratio for True Kings. You can't really play the Water True King unless you add some other stuff. You don't want to do that. So this is the perfect ratio for True Kings. You won't really break on True Kings playing this ratio. That's it for monsters. We don't play any hand traps because of what we play next. We play triple Mystic Mine. Mystic Mine is really good because you can always get over your own Mystic Mine with your own Lost World. And then maybe you just have 1 Ultimate Conductor in hand and your opponent has 5, 4, 3 monsters on board. You can just attack over 2 of them until you have the same amount of monsters, then you can attack it and Mystic Mine is gone. But this allows you to play, and it allows you not to get hit by Ash on anything you do, because your opponent can't activate any monster effects. Mystic Mine is really good. And then we play triple Dark Ruler No More. This card's cheap as a common. The reason we play this is because we definitely cannot play through negates, and we are on a break my board format. So playing a budget deck, you have to be able to play somehow through your opponent's Dragon Link combo or whatever they're playing. Maybe they have Makaba with a Dragoon or Makaba with a Winda. You have to be able to have a way out of that. So that's why we're playing Dark Ruler No More. This is mandatory. This is a must play. Unfortunately, you got to play it. But this is why this is a going second budget dino build, because we play cards like these. We don't have to play hand traps because we're going to break their board the next turn anyway. And then we play 1 Called by the Grave. And then we play 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. Harpy's Feather Duster, you don't have to play it if you can't really afford this card. You could play something else. You could fit in anything really. You could play 1 Mind Control. Mind Control's at 1 still. You could play anything really, whatever you want to play. But yeah, I just wanted that in there because back row decks still suck to play against, at least. Then we do play triple Lost World because this is the best card in the entire deck. This prevents your opponent from targeting, and it gets you a free token on your opponent's side of the opponent's side of the field in order for you to activate your Oviraptor and get the ball rolling. And then obviously, because we play true kings, we have to play the one diagram. Diagram is very important because if you open this in a baby, that's full combo as long as you have any common dino in your hand. Then we do play one terraforming just to search our Mystic Mine if we absolutely have to, or diagram, or any one of these field spells we need to search. And then obviously we play triple fossil dig. That is a staple. And then we play 2 double evolution pill. The reason we play double evolution pills because say we break and we have all of these and babies we can't resolve. Well, not babies, you'll be able to resolve if you had these, but monsters we can't resolve. This will allow you to banish this and still have ultimate conductor on board, and you'll be able to synchro and do stuff like that in order to make this live. So that's why we still play double evolution pill at 2. As far as the extra deck, for Exceeds, this is the new rank 9. This is Sacred Tree Beast Hyperton. This is a quick negate. It's also capable of being a spell negate, a spell or trap negate. In this deck's single purpose, it's only a spell negate and a monster negate because we don't play traps. This is a way to not get Nibiru in main phase 2 because you can negate Nibiru, and this is a way to maybe negate your opponent's Dear Servant or Invocation or Meltdown or something like that. I really like this card. It's definitely not VFD, but it's playable and it helps a little bit. That's why we're still playing True Kings. Then we play one Dweller. Dweller's just Dweller. It's good against PK Fire, anything that uses the graveyard. We play one Baguska because Baguska's Baguska. It's a watered down VFD. It's pretty good. Then we play one Doka, one Logia, one Tornado Dragon, one Castel. Castel could come up, trust me. And then we play the poor man's version of Exciton Knight, which this card is actually really not Exciton Knight, the cheap version of AA Zeus. Exciton Knight is really good. It's a way to it's evenly matched pretty much, and it's Zeus pretty much. It's not as good as Zeus, but it gets rid of problematic boards and back row. Say you're playing against a deck that, I don't know, has a lot of traps set but doesn't have any reactive traps, and they have a big board that you can't get over. Boom, Exciton Knight, get over that board. And then for synchros, we play Trishula, we play Cloud Castle, and we play Ravenous. Ravenous is really good because there's a lot of times where you have like 5 cards in your hand and this thing's like 4,000 and you can just pop opponent's cards. And then Cloud Castle, sometimes in your hand, maybe you'll go into Vanisher, you'll be able to go into your first synchro, then you got to link you'll be able to go in your first synchro, you have to synchro that off, and it's your next turn. You can't go into this yet. Your next turn, you can go into Cloud Castle, do whatever you did the turn before that over again, go into Cloud Castle, have a free Sacred Tree Beast. So that's why I play Cloud Castle. I'm sure there's maybe another rank 9. This isn't necessary, but I just like Cloud Castle. And then for links, we play one Unicorn. Unicorn is to get rid of something you need to get rid of. One Nightmare Phoenix, because this Phoenix, maybe your opponent has a back row you want to get rid of before you attack. We play Pentastag. This is just to have Piercing with your ultimate conductor, attacking all your monsters, your opponent's monsters face down with Piercing is insane. Then we play one All Mirage because it definitely could come up. Because maybe you have to normal summon a baby or something like that. But that's it for the deck profile. Now let's get into the test hands. Alright guys, so right here we have our first hand. We're obviously going second, so we have 6 cards in our hand because we play Dark Ruler and we play Mystic Mine. But this is what our hand's looking like. It looks pretty decent. We don't have any of the True Kings, which kind of sucks, but we'll be alright. So the first thing we're going to do is activate a Lost World, and we're going to activate Fossil Dig. With this Fossil Dig, you want to be very specific on what you're searching. And at this point in time, we are just going to search it depends on what your opponent has, because you might actually want to get something different. But right here, The best bet, honestly, is just to grab another Misk, just to have it, just in case they do something to it. And then right here, we are going to normal summon our Oviraptor. We're going to make Lost World 2, Oviraptor 1. So we're giving our opponent a token. And what we're going to do now is activate Oviraptor's effect. Obviously, we don't play Animadorn, so at this point, we do have to search our Ultimate Conductor to hand. We have to hard search that. Alright, so now we're going to activate Miscellaneous Source effect. And now we can activate our effect to save token. And at that point, we are going to send a baby to grave. And then we're going to special summon our third miscellaneous source. Or you can summon Soul Eating Oviraptor, up to you. I'll just go with Misk. That way I always have a Misk. And then we're going to go ahead and activate our Misk effect in Graveyard. In order to special summon a level 1. Now, before we continue, you could do a lot of things with this. So say your opponent actually has monsters on the board, you could just banish 2 for Misk. Special summon something completely different. In order to have a pop of Conductor, but you already have a baby in your hand, so that doesn't matter too much. And we don't have a True King, but maybe you have a problematic card on the board and you want to resolve your Trish. So that's why we're doing it that way. Or you can just go into a Doka and be safe from any hand traps or anything during the battle phase. This is all 100% completely up to you. But right here, I just want to show you guys a little bit of a synchro play. So we're going to go ahead and go into our Crocosaur. We'll special summon it in attack. It gains 500 for every card in your hand. And we get to draw 2 because we use 2 non-tuners. Bam. Now we have extenders. So now there's quite a few things we could do. This baby right here it gains 500 attack for each monster in your hand. This thing is 4,000 attack right now. You could keep it on board if you feel like you have game and just summon your Ultimate Conductor. 100% up to you, but we're going to keep going for combo sake. So we're going to special summon our Vanisher, and we're going to pop our Misk, and we're going to pop our baby, and then we'll get to resolve our baby's effect. And at this point, we are going to, obviously we don't have really any other targets. We're going to special summon our Oviraptor. And then we can special summon our Conductor. That's by far game on board. Here, this is definitely fodder where you can go into like a Pentastag and just get piercing damage with your Ultimate Conductor. Just put your Ultimate Conductor right here in this zone. Or here's the new VFD kinda. So you have a rank 9. You can go into this monster right here. Sacred Tree Beast. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Hyperton. Yeah. But he's pretty decent. So I'll read his effect really fast. When you activate a card effect, you can target 1 card of the same type, monster, spell, or trap in your graveyard and attach it to that card. So say right now I decide to activate Harpy's Feather Duster, I can attach Fossil Dig, and now I can negate my opponent's spell card or monster effect. So right now he's just a monster negation, so this is equivalently working as a Doka, so you don't get hurt by anything in battle phase. So it's just a free negate, so you have a negate on your turn if they do anything, and then you have a negate on their turn. It's just 1 negate because this card is only once per turn. But yeah, let's go ahead and reset the deck and draw 1 more hand. Alrighty, and then we'll draw for turn because we always go second. Yeah, that hand really makes a difference. And the reason we play Mystic Mine is if we draw bad, we can wait a little bit, honestly. But we won't be activating that because we're going to be doing our other things. If our opponent went first, there's no way they don't have a monster. So we'll definitely have Pankratops a special summon. And then we have a Dogaran. If they have a Dragoon or something, we could just tribute that over. But we'll go ahead and activate our effect of Vanisher. Obviously, we're going to pop Baby. If only this was the other True King, this hand would be ridiculous. And we have to pop our Kaiju. Our Petite to Pterodon's effect will trigger. That will allow us to special summon Soul Eating Oviraptor. And at this point, we could declare his effect. And we have a few options, but we obviously want Misk in hand. Or Ultimate Conductor. Up to you. It's definitely probably better to get Ultimate Conductor if you're trying to go for game. But the issue with us not opening Misk, I would rather be safe against an Nibiru than not be safe at all. If you get what I'm saying. Because if we normal summon our Petite, that's our 4th summon. And then we could declare his effect. We'll pop this Petite. So the cool thing about Soul Eating Oviraptor is this is a little ridiculous that you could do this, but you can actually special summon your Dogaran from graveyard because this doesn't have any stipulation. It just says 1 dinosaur type monster from your graveyard in defense. Sucks that it's in defense, and we probably won't use it this turn, but I just figured I'd tell you guys you can special summon this. Yeah, we'll just special summon our Baby, then our other Baby Petite will trigger in graveyard. That will get us another Miscellaneousaurus. Now we have a plethora of options. We can go for the Synchro play where we have a negate. And the good thing is instead of going for Ultimate Conductor, we went for Misk just to have backup. You always want to have that backup and that safety in your net. And we have Interruption. But we can go Synchro plays, we can go XC plays. There's a bunch of plays you can go right here. For this video's sake, we're going to go the Synchro route. So what we're going to want to do very first is go ahead and link summon off. Unfortunately, that's going to require us to get rid of our Pankratops if we want to go the Synchro negate play. It's a free interruption, but unfortunately, we kind of have to do it. Now, you don't have to go this route, but I'm trying to show you guys the Synchro play. So at this point, we could just go Pentastag or Nightmare Phoenix. If you have something you want to get rid of, you can just pitch your Mystic Mine. But yeah, so we're going that route. And then we can go ahead and send our Misk to grave. Then we can banish this Misk in order to special summon our Alio. Now we can Synchro summon. And this is, you can go Trish or you can just go Ravenous, up to you. But we like drawing 2, so we're gonna draw 2. Not really great draws, but it's okay. And then that's our negate. Now, we did this the safe route. Because search an Ultimate Conductor, you just lose to Nibiru instantly. But yeah, guys, I only wanted to really show 2 test stands. Sorry if this video is a little long for you guys, but I just wanted to show you guys pretty much the hands you draw with this deck and what you could do with the deck. Let me reset the deck one more time and show you guys one more hand. We're definitely not going to play test the hand at all. We draw 6 because we go second, and unfortunately this hand is unplayable, which is okay. I'm trying to think of any plays we would have at this. Your only option at this point in time is, so back in the day before we had Animadorn, this used to be a pretty natural play where you activate Lost World. You normal summon whatever dino you have in your hand, attack it, go on to Soul Eating Oviraptor, and just do your plays after that. And it will help definitely since we have Dark Ruler. So this would be a main phase 2 type of turn. It's definitely not horrible. Well, it is horrible, but you can still end the board with a Dolka, maybe Ultimate Conductor. You can still end with that type of stuff. But yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed the video. My name's Zoom. Peace.